Welcome, folks, to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where folks have been shouting "Hotty Toddy" since the very early hours today. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, two forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Ole Miss Rebels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. In the clear at the 25. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. Back's got it again.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with my defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, and he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain the run game, held just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield. It's low. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris. And he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Bama.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Hands off to the left. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Now the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. No huddle now for the offense. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Can he get there on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32. And the Rebels keep the football on the move. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
And that run produces a decent gain. They come to the line on 3rd down, try to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? He'll ride the back again here. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
The Rebels will have 1st and 10 here. Handoff heading left. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. A gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense. 1st and goal from the 10. And the Rebels trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. 2nd and goal for the offense.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Love. Caught in the flat by the running back. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Again, it's 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Heading left after the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And the Rebels hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here we go on 4th down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Ole Miss 7.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Love. Looking right, this one caught. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
You know, it's 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Set to kick off.
And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose.
Return runs out of bounds.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Hoping to improve in the last drive. They got stopped on 4th down, and it ended up costing them a field goal. That's a strong stiff arm. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And now the running back's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Rebels hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? You know, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer.
That makes the score Alabama 17 to Ole Miss 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Love. Using his legs here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the handoff. Powering through. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Alabama 24, Ole Miss 14.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. It's a run to the left. Finding some room with the 25. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And the Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Fights through the tackler. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll hand it off. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run it to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's going for a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And now another deep ball here. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. A quick throw out left, complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage and a first down.
Caught quickly. Tackle made after the completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Love. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Strong game by this quarterback. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Pressure is coming. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line in a hurry up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on 3rd down? To throw, it's Love. Escapes the sack. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. It was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 50 yards away. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Launching it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 34-yard try. And that one straight down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to begin the second half. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the 3rd. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Love. Fires it on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
The offense really clicking here. It's an out route, the catch made, and they get him down after the completion.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
The game makes it second and medium. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. An important third down attempt for this offense. Quick throw, the catch is made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. To the air. It's low. He'll throw it now. Catch made on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. It's a quick grab. Touchdown, Bama. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them.
It's blocked. Still a live ball here.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense ready to start this drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Dropping back. It's low. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And bulldozing his way through. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. The tight end has got it. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Makes a quick catch. Dropped for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
Well, here we go again. The field goal team is out, but this kicker's already got 3 makes in this game. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback didn't see the play clock, took too much time, didn't get the snap off. So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 46, Ole Miss 14.
On the set. Cobra.
And the back gets the football. That's a big hit at the end, but getting a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
And the single back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the Rebels lining up here on 1st and 10. And the runner takes off to his right. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And I really thought on 2nd goal, you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead, try to catch the defense napping by running, and man, does it backfire.
Okay, ready?
Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play.
Lasso.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Stevens. And he is stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut this lead further. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Oh, the onside kick is recovered, and the gamble pays off.
Well, how about that? Man, you don't see that happen hardly ever with an onside kick coming up exactly the way it is drawn. Great execution on this one. Let's see what they can do with this extra possession now.
And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Here's the 2nd down play. And they'll give it to the back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Ready, break.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now.
Green 25. Ready,
Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1. Coming up, fourth down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. Catch made on the right side. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Important second down play coming up.
flip it.
Tailback takes the handoff again.
Running that carry.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. There's contact on the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's got a first down and more. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Offense facing second and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, tied, and the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now they get set to kick it away.
Makes the score Alabama 53, Ole Miss 20.
And it's Field at return trying to create good field position here. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team.
Ole Miss Rebels will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss.
Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Alabama, number 1, with the defensive score.
And now here comes the point after attempt.
On for the extra point.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
60, Ole Miss 20.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. The Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. And the Rebels starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
And he's got it again. Running with purpose. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
first down here for this offense. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Get set, get set.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.